dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards when we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble, my...
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's James Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Our game, the Titans and Bills, the first of 2 on this Monday night in Week 2. We'll see the Vikings and Eagles set to kick off in the nightcap right around 8:30 Eastern. Stay tuned for that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
3rd down, it's Willis. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. But they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught. But sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Malik Willis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And some room to run now. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 70 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Allen going to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. This defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? And the ball was in the...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you, but that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. They'll try and run right on the option. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Willis out of the gun. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from going up by 30. Bullock good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Allen to throw once more. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Willis. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Willis. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you have 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to pick up the Titans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Henry up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Willis looking to throw it. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The 4th down, Willis is off, and Randy Bullock is on now for the Titans field goal. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Allen now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Come on.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To the air on first down, here's Willis. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. Oh, able to avoid him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Cook is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Willis. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second down throw coming by Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Willis looking to throw on first down. He's got Allen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1st and 10, Willis. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Von Miller. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Willis. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need it.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Keenan Allen, 65 yards. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 31, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Henry again on second down.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage. But
no, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 24, Allen. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously give the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
74 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down. Willis on the option to the right.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
They'll start with the option.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Tennessee, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.
And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with you, I paid it out the book.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money.